Oh. Time to continue. Yeah.
何かしら。
そろそろ
It's time for me to go.
携帯電話
Alright, my phone died. Junko Kuze. Okay. Oh wait. She has a she has a bookmark carry. Press eggplant flower. Makoto Kuze. Yoshie Kuze. 83 years old. Damn. Okay, let's go back to the agency.
本当にありがとうございました。
Thanks for speaking with me, taking the time to speak with me
す
today.
みません。
I hope I haven't overstayed.
久しぶりに
Yeah, you'll be silly. I haven't talked about Junko or Makoto in a long time. Just one more thing, Mr. Detective. You know what eggplant flowers represent?
花言葉
No. Well, they represent happiness, truth, and hope.
つつましい。
Happiness, truth, and hope.
素敵な花言葉ですね。
That's lovely. Thank you for sharing. Junko taught me about that, believe it or not, Ripley. She clings to the hope that if we hold to the pressed flower bookmarks, Makoto will come back. I guess we both cling to that hope, actually. Dots. Now today a detective of Big Bag of Eggplants came to talk to me about Makoto. It feels like fate. Anyhow, I guess that's why I felt I ought to tell you the whole story. I can't explain it, but I have a gut feeling you'll be the one to reunite Junko and Makoto, almost like you're a main character. Well, if you need any more information, feel free to come back anytime.
はい。それでは失礼します。
Okay, bye. Hello, I'm back.
あってあれ
Wait, what? Thanks for what is it again tomorrow? What, they left? Has Ayume-chan gone home already? Huh. Well, it's late. I should probably wrap up today's investigation. Alright, I need to charge this thing. Here we go, but I guess it'll be a while before I can use it.
充電って時間
Was I able to charge it before?
聞く相手今日の調査久世刑事こと
Detective Kuze and her brother lost her parents at a young age and were raised by grandparents. The grandmother Yoshie helped make sure they were raised in a loving
とて
environment.
も仲が良く
Sounds like they formed a close and supportive family. But something terrible happened on Junko's 9th birthday. Junko ran out of the house like a dumbass in tears because Makoto picked the egg flower plants. Flowers. Makoto picked the eggplant flowers. Yes, she was upset because she'd been carefully growing the eggplants for him. When he realized he ruined the surprise gift of eggplant that Junko had been growing, Makoto was stunned and didn't notice Junko ran off. Eventually, he realized she was gone, so he left home in search of his sister. Hello, Tinkerbugger. How you doing? We are back with Famicom Detective Club. And we just started. We just came back for this game, and we're just summarizing the investigation so far. But how you doing? How's life? Have you all seen the Minecraft trailer? When Junko returned, still in tears, he said she thought it was her fault that Makoto was gone. But I'm still missing details about what happened while they were away and why she returned alone. I got to reveal a bit more of the puzzle. I think I have to suck it up and speak with Detective Kuze herself. Of course, even if I have the courage. I doubt she'll be willing to give me the whole story. Right. After the fact, Junko was obviously upset and Yoshie tried to cheer her up. Yoshie said they crafted something together, right? What was it they made? Select the keyword that you believe to be the correct answer. They made the bookmarks. Oh! Yes, bookmarks pressed with eggplant flowers. Oh, they really want you to they really want you to pay attention to the notes. Sounds like both Detective Kuze and Yoshie still carry one of the bookmarks with them. Yoshie has told me eggplant flowers represent happiness, truth, and hope. Keeping that symbolism in mind, I wonder if Junko was inspired to be a detective because she believed her brother was out there. Eventually, Junko grew and moved away. A few years later, Yoshie's husband died. Yoshie moved to a retirement home called Relaxed Yukareko Village. And for now, the Kuze home is vacant, but the house will be demolished soon. That's right, Kuze stopped by for a recent final check of sorts. Must have been 3 days ago or 1 day before the body was found. Wait, didn't Kuze tell the neighbor that she had to get going because she'd be working early the next morning? But does that mean she's such a good detective she knew there'd be a murder? Nah, that's crazy. Huh? She knew something happened? I think I did pretty well today if I say so myself. I feel like patting myself on the back. Now I need to decide on a plan for tomorrow. I'm too tired now. Let's start with Ayumi first thing in the morning and decide. Wait, did Kuze know that there was gonna be a crime? Chapter 4, a suspect. Ain't no way she knew. Good morning. Sorry, I'm late. Ayumi's not even here. Is she out investigating? Oh. Yes, Moshi.
Zaddymomo, late for you yesterday? Late night for you yesterday?
It was, yeah, I learned quite a bit.
Oh really? I'd love to hear about it.
That's great, but because I can't wait to tell you all about it. Where are you?
Sorry, I'm actually
Huh?
supposed to meet with Mr. Fukuyama this afternoon.
Mr. Fukuyama, alright.
He said he talks to some more kids at the school, so I'm hoping he's come up with something promising, maybe a lead. I'm getting my hopes up.
Yeah, I hear you.
What are you going to investigate today?
I think I'll go to the library archives and look up how they covered those murders 18 years ago.
Sounds good. Stay safe. Bye. Beach.
Oh, thanks, Ayumi-chan. You stay safe too and say hello to Mito. She hung up. Damn. There's no one else here. It's kinda lonely. Let's go to the library. Zaddymomo, how's your investigation going? Well, I'm still a bit anxious that I'm missing a lot of crucial information. It's understandable, this case is different than those you worked on before. I'm sure you'll be fine. I hope you and Ayumi are collaborating well. I understand. Okay. I'm off. Bye. I'd like to hit it and start investigating as soon as possible, but I ought to have a plan. The murder's 18 years ago, so I have to do some digging. It doesn't make sense to dive in without a plan. I should check with Mr. Utsukushii to see if he has any advice. It's sure nice to have a cell phone. Oh, Zaddymomo, did you forget something that you wanted to ask? Yeah, sorry for bothering you more than once. I'm about to go in a library to see what I can find about the cases from 18 years ago. I thought I'd check with you first to see if you had any advice for researching or anything to avoid. Let's see. Let's look for serial girl murders, that's what it was called, and pay close attention to the first case. You want to learn how the incident was reported and how the news covered the story that year. Then, once you've gone over the material, you want to review your notes and see what jumps out. If something seems off, I recommend focusing on that key point and investigating further. I think you'll find a lot of connections between the events of 18 years ago by the time you're done. I strongly believe that Makoto's disappearance is related to the murders, and I wouldn't be surprised if the information you uncover helps us get to the bottom of the Sasaki case as well. That makes sense, thank you, sir. I have a strong suspicion that the urban legend Emio, the Smiling Man, will play into it all, almost like it's the title of the game. At least it's my current assumption as I investigate. Don't worry, Mr. Utsuki. Ayumi-chan and I are on it. Thank you, I'm fortunate to have such delicious assistants. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. I'll be off. Alright, let's go inside. Let's see, I'm guessing newspaper archives will be the best source for information on all the case. Delicious assistance. Oh! What? Tall dragon. Oh my. I mean, excellent assistance. Oh. How are you doing, Tall Dragon? We are investigating the crime! We were looking into the crime 18 years ago. I'm guessing newspaper archives will be the best source for information on all the cases. Do libraries have newspaper archives from 2 decades ago? Is that normal? Maybe back then. Maybe it was normal back in the day or something. I have a year's worth of papers from 18 years ago to get started on. They're heavy, damn! Thick ass books. I stopped bitching and check them out. You turned 25 4 days ago? Oh, Bap the Herf Day. Bappy Herf Day. Happy birthday, the Minecraft movie is gonna be a real thing. It looks like shit. Let's be The Minecraft movie trailer came out. It looks horrible, dude. Do y'all see it? I got a year's worth of newspaper clipping and a ton of material. Let's look through and see what I can find. March, April. The newspaper clippings from March and April of 18 years ago. I'm looking for articles of the serial murders. Found one. A brief follow-up to the article about the first case. The first incident happened in February. Okay. Oh. They put a Minecraft realistic graphics for the movie. Yeah, it's awful. I hate the humans, dude. Why is it that they always put humans in the movies? The games have characters. Why didn't they make a movie that uses a story from like Minecraft Legends or something? I would rather have watched a fully animated Minecraft movie than shitty ass human live action shit. I freaking hate live action things. I'm looking at newspaper clippings from January and February. The date on this article of the case is... I found it! A 17-year-old named Ayaka Hashizume was found on the beach next to Kofuku City, strangled. Her house had burned down the day before, and her father's body was found in the wreckage. The initial reports suggested the father may have killed her then himself. Later reports pointed to the possibility that a third party may have killed both the father and the child. And the Holy Spirit? Also, the article mentions a missing person who was reported to be close to the girl, but there's nothing in these articles about the police finding a paper bag on the head of the victim. What caused the fire, and why wasn't Ayaka's father able to escape? It feels too late. Probably would have done much better if they made it during the time where every YouTuber made Let's Plays. Yeah, Minecraft really isn't that hype right now. Their current updates are not like the most hype things in the world, like adding armadillos. It's just an animal. Minecraft isn't dead, but the general like trendiness of it is kind of dead at the moment. Maybe they should just stop making these ugly movies. Also, how much y'all wanna bet that in the movie they're just gonna make a bunch of jokes that are like trying too hard to appeal to the younger audience, or they make fun of Gen Z in half the movie. He's right behind me, isn't he? Also, Jason Momoa looks ugly in the movie. Also, Jack Black looks ugly in the movie. Everybody in the movie looks ugly. Whoa, bro, you really skippity that skeleton. What the Sigma? And I feel like they're gonna make fun of the fact that the creeper's name is Creeper. Well, he's a real creep. That creeper's right behind me, isn't he? So I feel like that stupid ass movie is gonna be. What about the missing person? There are a lot of missing pieces in this first case for sure. Seems there was an occasional follow-up articles on the February crime, not much coverage overall. There isn't new info that can help me. See? There are new newspaper clippings from May and June. Looks like the second murder took place in May, about 3 months after the first. Let's dive into the details on the second case. The victim was 15 years old named Sachiko Takagi. Because the second victim was also a young girl who was strangled in Kofuku City, the police announced early that both crimes may be committed by the same person. Still, they never mentioned a detail about the paper bag. According to the neighbor of the second victim, the young girl in question came from a troubled home and had been crying alone that night. The possibility of a serial killer seemed to have sparked more newspaper coverage at the time. The third incident happened in June. The third incident happened in June. Here's the article about it. The third victim was Mika Inoue, a 17-year-old girl, another teen girl like the first two. She reportedly had a falling out with friends that day and left her school in tears. However, it didn't seem she'd go straight home. She must have been attacked. The third victim was also from Kofuku City and was strangled the same way as the first two victims. The article does mention the possibility of all three cases being connected by a common killer. Also, not the sheep with the teeth. Let's see what they said about the paper bag. Still no mention of it. There are a lot of missing pieces in this first case. Let's look through the other cases. The newspaper clippings from July, and seems like the serial murders garner a lot of coverage. There were articles every day. Despite all the ink spill, I'm not seeing details that might help me solve the case. These newspapers are from September and October. Not many articles reporting on the serial murders. Maybe there was nothing new to report. The newspaper clippings from November and December. Not seeing much coverage on the serial girl murders. Just a few short mentions and blurbs. There's no new info. There would have been too much for the media to report on. I've gone through a year's worth of newspaper clippings. While I'm thinking about it, I wonder if there's an article on Makoto's appearance. I believe Makoto disappeared in July, where the birthday. July. Let's take a look at another. Is there anything on Makoto? Yeah, just a snippet in the article. 14-year-old boy reported missing from Yukariko village. Oh, thank God I remembered the July thing. Everyone in the village searched through the night, but the boy remains missing. Though the timing was curious, no one suggested a connection to the serial girl murders. That said, both Usugi and Kamada seemed to suspect there was a connection. I gotta get to the bottom of this. Here's what I learned so far. The police announced the serial girl murders were most likely committed by a single killer. Although it was never mentioned, each of the victims was found with a paper bag on their face. With that info, it seems obvious. Anyway, after the second murder, the first case came right back to the spotlight. While media interest in serial girl murders remained high for a while, it tapered off around August because there were no new leads or information. Also, no new victims if you don't count Makoto. Now, why is that? I read a lot about the murders from 18 years ago. I'll focus on the key parts. I think the first case is critical. Utsuki thinks so too. He told me to focus on it. The first case really did catch my attention. It's almost the most curious of the three. I should investigate it more thoroughly. The first victim in the first case, Ayaka Hashizume, aged 17-year-old girl. She was found in the morning of February 16 on a secluded beach area in Kofuku City. A local fisherman found the body. He had an airtight alibi and was ruled out as a suspect. Forensics reported the cause of death was strangulation with bare hands. Time of death was the night before. Turns out Ayaka had quit her job at a local factory the same day she died. However, her supervisor at the factory reported she left on good terms and had already given the notice. All of that said, I have a few major concerns with the facts. They relate to two key people who had a connection to Ayaka. One of the key figures was Manabu Hashizume, Ayaka's father. He and Ayaka lived together in Kofuku City. However, their house was destroyed in a fire the night before Ayaka was dead. The body was recovered in the ruins believed to be Ayaka's father. Believed to be? So it might not be? Some speculated that the father could have killed Ayaka before returning home and killing himself. However, the theory didn't necessarily hold up to scrutiny. What's more, the second and third murders a few months later complicate the situation. Because even if Ayaka's father was guilty, he died in the fire, he couldn't have killed other people. Last but not least, the information about the paper bag was never made public, which strongly implies all the victims were killed by the same person. Could it have been the other key person? Two key people. The other key person in this case never had a name reported in the media. The person in question was a young man who had often seen with Ayaka before her death. He hasn't been seen since she died. When his apartment was searched, the police found a disturbing amount of blood. Obviously, the police strongly suspected him, went to great lengths to track him down, but he was never found. He must have been the same person Kamada was talking about.
一人は亡くなっていて、これ以上は特に、これ以上は特に。
It's entirely possible that Ayaka's murder and home fire were unrelated, especially considering all the victims were young girls of the same age. The house fire falls outside the category, and persistence of the paper bag connects to the serial killer. I wonder if the police had the same idea. I can't find any articles speculating along those lines though. You know those books are newspaper clippings, but they look pretty? It's a nice shade of purple. Also, they look clean. You know how library books always look dirty as shit because people never use them, right? Let's review the information I got. The first murder was 18 years ago, and the first victim was a girl named Ayaka Hashizume. At the time of the first case, there were two persons of interest. The first one was her father, Manabu Hashizume. Remember your local library having a PS2 disc? I remember when there used to be a local library downstairs where I live, and I would play like Disney games, like the Mulan game or Jumpstart with the dog. The Jumpstart games. The first one was Manabu Hashizume, Ayaka's father. The second one was a random guy, right? We don't know his name, right? The missing man right here. The second one was the man who was presumed missing. At the beginning, some speculated that Ayaka's father was the killer in a murder-suicide situation. The day before Ayaka's body was found, her father died in a fire. We have to answer so many more things in this game compared to the other games. That's right. The father was presumably killed by the fire that burned down his house. Meanwhile, regarding the missing man, was he another victim or could it have been a killer? It seems as though the police considered both possibilities. He disappeared the same day Ayaka was killed. There was a disturbing amount of blood. All these options makes me curious to play it again, just to see if I get different outcomes. Earlier we charged our phone. I wonder if we could have charged our phone earlier and like used it or something. Yes, his home was drenched in a massive amount of blood. Inspector Kamada said it would have been devastating injuries to produce that much blood. It's possible he simply died. Alright, I think I made good progress today. It's all about I can determine from my research so far. I'm glad I talked to Mr. Utsugi first. His advice helped me to find the right path. But ultimately, the serial murders remain unsolved. The police never found conclusive evidence. Is there still a suspect out there that was never identified in the investigation? Look at our notebook. It's key people. Unknown. Ayaka. She quit her factory job. Second victim. Crying alone. We can do it. A third victim. Conflict with her friends. So our current victim of the boy makes no sense at all. Because we don't know his story yet, but he didn't seem to be upset All the victims have been sad. Something made them sad. Now that I think more about the second and third victims, there was a common factor I hadn't considered. They were both seen crying before they were killed. A girl crying.
In the urban legend about the smiling man, he always appears in a paper bag in front of the crying girl.
I wonder if the first victim, Ayaka Hashizume, was also crying before she was killed. There was cause to suspect her father killed her. Maybe there was some deep trouble at home. It's getting late and I haven't eaten. I should take care of myself. I'll time to buy some McDonald's. Oh, sorry, I mean Starbucks. Planet Coffee? That sounds like a Yakuza location. What? They're on a date? What the fuck? No, Ayumi-chan. Here's the suspicious guy, the sus guy, the teacher who was too close to our face.
Thanks for reaching out again so quickly.
Of course, Tachibana, we're not strangers, right? I'm always here to help.
Well, I appreciate it. It's great to have a senpai like you.
I do what I can. I should like to think of myself as a good senpai. What the?
Huh?
As you know, I'm deeply troubled by Esuke's mother, and I'm so eager to help you. That's sus. That's sus as hell. If that allows me to guide you, just like back then, so be it. But I'm just one man trying to help.
Well, thank you for your cooperation, senpai. Fukuyama.
I can take his milk tea. What do I want? I kind of want to do that. What's up, Tachibana?
I want to be respectful of your time, so let's get right to it. Do you have some new info? I'm guessing that you do since you're taking time out of your busy schedule.
What shoes were he wearing? Ah, yes. I know you're busy too, so I'll make it quick. Oh, we can look at him again. For some reason, this pose made me think I had to pay attention to his hand.
Fukuyama should load his tea up with sugar. Has he always done that?
Has he always done that? That's suspicious. Hello, cool looking person. How's a Shiggy Wiggy? Welcome to the stream. We are playing Famicom Detective Club, and we are about to talk to one of our suspects. The game doesn't think he's a suspect, but we think he's a suspect. Can I take? Okay, fine. We'll listen to him. So, the thing you gotta remember is, these are junior high kids. It's a sensitive time. They're still growing, which means they're not as strong as adults. This whole incident is a shock to their system in ways we can't even fathom. You know what I'm saying, right, Tachibana?
Yes, I think so.
It's like the kids seem normal at first glance, but in their hearts, I know they're carrying a deep hurt. It's almost like I can hear their souls screaming out.
Oh.
It's like the students are all over the place. Some act out in my class and others have been laughing at me as if they don't take me seriously. But I'm sure it's just the stress of this whole thing that's affecting them. Poor kids. I just feel terrible for them. My heart breaks every time I think about it.
I see.
Is this what he called me to talk about?
先輩から
Look at the bill.
暗号みたいな印が書かれ
Oh, I can take the bill. I can take the bill. So, Tachibana, that's why I can't ask any of them about the case just yet. It's too soon. Then why'd you call me here?
いうことは
What? Then why the hell did you call me a bitch? You didn't have new info after all?
That's right. Sheesh, no wonder you're a detective, Tachibana.
You're wasting my... What am I here to talk about?
Tachibana, your milk tea is getting cold. Go ahead and enjoy it. We can relax for a moment. Bro, he's so sus. What's he doing? Why did he call me? He just wasted our investigation time. And he wants us to really drink that tea. I'm gonna take his tea. Can I take his tea? He really wants me to drink that tea. I don't know. I don't trust him with that drink, man.
保管上は最後よね
I should probably take care of the bill. He's taking time to help me.
Well, he didn't take any time to help you at
保
all.
管上は
It was completely pointless.
せっかく
Since
だ
I'm
し
here, I might as well have a little milk tea.
No. No, man. I don't trust that milk tea. Think of it as a little break. No! This is so sus. They really want me to drink that tea. Will y'all drink the tea in this? I don't want to listen. I don't know. This is so sus.
ミルクティー
I don't want to drink this tea.
いただきます
I'll have some.
What do you think? It's good, right? Isn't this milk tea the best?
Yes, it's actually delicious.
If you like the milk tea, you love the tiramisu. What the hell am I doing? You love the tiramisu. What do you think? Wanna order a taste?
そうなんです
Maybe not today.
Oh, okay, next time. What the hell?
先輩から話を聞かなくて
What more does he have to say, dude? Listen, Tachibana. Junior high is like a battlefield, and as a teacher, I'm some sort of majestic knowledge warrior. Shut the fuck up.
Uh-huh.
He's so cringe. I turn this milk tea in times of stress and fatigue. It gives me peace of mind. If it's payday, I go all out and order the tiramisu. This place is my oasis.
素敵で
It
す
must
ね
be nice.
Sure is. Fucking weirdo. I wasn't able to talk to any of the students, but I did hear more about Esuki from the other teachers.
そうなんですか
Oh, finally
どん
some
な話
fucking
なんでしょう
info.
か
Whoa, I'll get to it. We're both busy people, so we should try to relax a little while we can. You should drink more of that milk tea.
美味しいけど普通
I
の
don't know if it's better than any other milk tea I had.
He's drinking his. What? What is this? What is this zoom in? What was. What was that? That was so sus. What's happening?
どんな話が聞けるの
What? What was that?
先輩
What the hell?
先輩って
What the hell was that? Oh, here's what I learned about SK. He had a lot of good friends. He's got good grades and a great reputation among teachers. He was never in trouble, a model student really.
Yeah, that's the same thing the students told me.
Never heard about him having conflict with anyone. No one held a grudge against him. Not that us teachers know everything about the students' personal lives, but I think most teachers would agree that Esuke was well liked. Esuke was an exemplary student. I suppose I did hear one story that caught my attention. Esuke's homeroom teacher mentioned something that piqued my curiosity. What? Here's what Esuke's homeroom teacher said. Apparently, Esuke's grades hadn't been as good usually. Yes, used as lately.
I thought his grades were impeccable.
When he was applying to be a selective private high school, you need top marks and he wasn't there. Esuke's homeroom teacher said he should consider other schools if his grades don't improve. But if Esuke didn't seem concerned at all...
Really? A good student who suddenly doesn't care about getting into a good school? That's interesting.
Well, yeah, junior high schools can be a bit unpredictable, can't they? That's one of the challenges we face as teachers, of course.
It must be tough to do what you do.
Oh, it is, but teaching is my calling.
Doesn't sound like student grades have anything to do with the case.
Teachers are not unlike priests, one might say. What? Rest. When I was in my 3rd year of middle school, one teacher said...
Is he changing the subject? Excuse me, do you have any other info about Esuke other than his grades, you stupid dumbass?
Let me think. No. I don't have any other information for you. Sorry.
No, it's okay, thank you. You were time waster? It doesn't sound like student grades had to do with anything.
I can't imagine that his lower grades would have caused anyone to want to kill him, unless he killed himself, but that's not what the police is saying, right?
He's right, I can't share many details, but we can confirm we are investigating a murder.
Well, whatever happened, poor Esuke's gone forever. That's the hand we've been dealt. There's nothing we can do but accept it and move forward.
Fukuyama.
So, Tachibana?
Yes?
How's the investigation going overall? As you know, Esuke's murder has shaken me to my core. I'm desperate to hear if you've made any progress. I'm not gonna share details with you. It's not too much to ask, is it, Tachibana?
I'm afraid I don't have good news. We haven't made much progress. The thing about Esuke, he's just such a normal kid. Like you said before, he didn't have any obvious problems or drama. And yet... It's just that the same day he was killed, he was supposedly acting strangely.
Is that right?
Of course his family is still in shock. They have no idea that what I may going on.
I shouldn't give him more info.
Fukuyama is a bit awkward, but I do think his feelings for his students are genuine. Seems like he's doing his best he can. He shared everything he knows about Esuke. There was another student who was good friends with Fukuyama's class.
Oh. You should ask about that.
She was absent following the murder. Fukuyama, about Megumi Morimoto.
What do you want to know about Megumi? I don't know anything, Tachibana. Fucking sus.
Oh, okay, but I'm wondering if she's okay, you know, because she's been absent since the murder, bitch.
Well, like you said, Megumi's been absent, so I wouldn't know.
I see, that's worrisome, isn't it?
Yes, I'm very worried. Sure.
You said earlier there's nothing more to share. Huh?
Did you know that Megumi was my class representative? I can't remember if I told you that. Why is he so weird?
Yes, I heard. Must be challenging for you not to have her there, since she's class representative and all.
It's been extremely stressful.
Extremely stressful? Huh?
The day they announced Esuke's death to students, Megumi wasn't there. She hasn't been back since. She's close with Esuke, so it must have been terrible shock. I'm worried for her.
Huh? Megumi's continued absence is worrying.
They told us yesterday morning. I was shocked.
They announced he died in the morning. I couldn't believe my ears. That morning assembling Esuke's body was found seems key. Of course, that's when they told the students what happened. But Fukuyama is saying Megumi wasn't at school that day. Did he really mean that or did he misspeak? Fukuyama?
Yes?
You said Megumi was absent since the morning before morning assembly, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's why I haven't seen her for days, Tachibana.
But students learned about Esuke on the day he was found, right? So her absence didn't have anything to do with Esuke, at least the day's absence, right? Was there some other reason she was gone?
Oh, you're so smart, Tachibana.
But I'm not sure. Worried about Megumi's continued absence and how strangely Fukuyama is acting. He looks anxious. Why does he tighten up when he talks about Megumi? He did this the other day too.
He's literally shitting himself while talking about Megumi.
Dots.
What are you looking at? This fucking guy.
Dots.
Dots.
Oh!
Huh?
Fukuyama?
Yes! Oh no.
I have a strange feeling something is off. Anytime I bring up Megumi, you start to shit yourself. I get anxious. Am I wrong, bitch?
Doesn't his outfit look like Ichiban's date outfit? Is that what it seems like? No, Baka. I don't feel that way. Sure.
Fukuyama looks anxious and restless.
Tachibana? It's almost the same color as Kiryu's outfit, yeah?
Fukuyama, about Megumi. Did she somehow know about Esuke's death before the morning assembly? She thought that would mean Megumi knows the killer. Was Esuke killed by someone Megumi knew? It's a pretty big lead to assume at this point. I shouldn't rule out any possibility Mr. Utsuki was wanting to consider everything. But what's the most likely reason she knew about Esuke's death? Could it have something to do with Fukuyama? Fukuyama?
Yes!
You must have told Megumi about Esuke before the rest of the class, since she's the representative. But unfortunately, telling her first isolated her from the others, leaving her alone to face the cruel reality. She must have taken it very hard. That's probably why she hasn't come back to school since.
What is the Zoom?
And you're probably feeling guilty about it. Am I right about any of this?
No, I would never do something so selfish. First of all, we didn't even know about Esuke's death until the morning moment before the assembly. It would have been impossible for her to know in advance.
I'm sorry for speculating like that.
It's alright, Tachibana. It's what being a detective is all about. Asking questions and speculating. Just like when I was meant to be a teacher, you were meant to be a detective, Tachibana.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. What? That's fucking weird.
So Fukuyama found out about Esuke's murder around the same time as the students. So then why did you think Megumi would have been absent the day of the morning assembly?
Oh, she was sick. Her family had called the morning letting me know. Totally.
I see.
That's what really, that's totally a real story, Tachibana, I swear.
I wonder if her family was telling the truth.
Dots.
Since you're Megumi's homeroom teacher, have you checked up on her since she's been out?
No. It's difficult for me to visit her in her house. Why? You're her teacher, you freak.
Huh?
What the hell is... What's his fucking problem? I just hope Megumi comes back to school soon. She's in my thoughts. Clearly not enough. Oh, it's gotten so late. Time flies when you're having a good conversation, right? I have to leave. Bye. Sure, you could chat all day long, but I had to get going. My apologies.
I understand. Let's get going. I'll pick up the check since Fukuyama took the time to meet with me. Thank you, Fukuyama. This is on me.
Oh, come on, Tachibana, you made me look bad.
Well,
after all, you were once my underclassman, am I? And I am?
my senpai.
You were. And that's that.
Listen, I'm grateful for your help to take the for the investigation and taking time, but
It's not another word. What am I again? Ew, why does he keep asking?
my senpai, and I guess I'll let it go.
Ew, what the fuck? Why is he so weird? Thank you for meeting me at my milk tea oasis.
He's standing way too close as usual. Of course, I should thank you, Fukuyama. Not just for the tea, but for the valuable information. I'm sure it'll help our investigation.
That's great to hear, Tachibana. Call me anytime. But you're busy now, right?
I might take you up on that, Fukuyama.
Hey, Tachibana.
Yes?
When can an old senpai see his underclassmen again? Huh? Tachibana? What?
Again? Does that mean you continue digging up info at the school?
Sure, that's totally what I meant.
Thank you. I mean, I know your job is stressful. I don't want to add more. What you told me is already enough.
Tachibana. Yes, I'm busy, but I know I have the unique privilege of being close to the kids at Minami Daisan Junior High. As time goes by, the feelings are less raw. I'm sure I'll have conversations about what happened. Certainly. Imagine one of them providing information that helps unravel the mystery.
You mean like a real reason Megumi hasn't been coming to school?
That too. You gotta understand, I wanna do anything I can for Esuke. If it helps you as well, it's even better.
Thank you, Fukuyama.
You can always count on me, baby girl.
That will be great.
Have a safe trip home. Not the running.
He rushed off full of excitement. Good old Fukuyama. He hasn't changed. Still, I can't get over the way he looked when I brought up Megumi. I'll have to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, what a freaking weirdo. What a freaking freak.
I'm back, zaddymomo.
Welcome back, Ayumi-chan. Can I get you something to drink? I'm on the way here. I stopped and booked a few cans of milk tea.
Not more fucking milk tea.
This is a new brand. You like milk tea, right?
It's just I'm fine for now, but thanks. Anyway, tell me about how things went yesterday.
Oh sure, let me see. I told Ayumi-chan everything I knew about Kuze siblings and their history.
I didn't realize they had a history like that. What else did you learn? Did you get more details about the case from 18 years ago?
I looked up tons of articles on the serial girl murders at the library. I was able to confirm that victims who found with paper bags was never reported. However, after a lot of digging, I identified a few aspects of the first case that had me puzzled. For instance, there were two persons of interest that were mentioned. One of them is dead and the other is missing. One was the victim's father who was found in the fire the day before his daughter's body was found. The other was a young man who was friends with the victim. He disappeared only leaving bloodstains. While we don't know what extent either of them was involved. Did you just have a date with the killer? Potentially. He gave us zero fucking info. It was a goddamn waste of time. All he did was act sus the whole time and shit himself. He's still pissing about Megumi, and also he's giving us weird info. So Megumi potentially knew about the crime before it happened. We can't rule out the possibility one of them killed Ayaka. Could the missing man have been the killer? Or could it have been someone else who happened to target the girls of a similar age?
Either scenario seems plausible.
Well, one way or another, we still have 3 new victims, including Ayaka Hashizume, who were found with bags on their heads. It's got to be the work of the same killer.
Remember, this was a high-profile case that the police failed to solve. Despite all of their efforts, it won't be easy getting to the bottom of it. Maybe the key is the connection between the case, Esuke Sasaki, and the legend of Emio the Smiling Man.
Speaking of that, I did find a common link between the older murders and the urban legend. In both the second and third murders, the victims were seen crying shortly before they were killed.
Just like in the Smiling Man legend. Maybe there really is a connection.
He sounded like he was dating Megumi. Yeah, he definitely sounds like... Also, it's weird that he's their homeroom teacher, but he's like... It'll be difficult for me to visit the family and ask about the child. Why? Why is it difficult for you to meet her family? Is it because they found out about the teacher being with Megumi or something like that? Like, I wouldn't want to talk to the fucking teacher if he was a creep. If that was it.
Let's stay focused and keep after it, okay?
Absolutely. I do wonder if the disappearance of Makoto Kuze is related. I guess it's our job to find out. But he's the teacher, it's normal for teachers to visit. Yeah, and like, she's been missing since the day of the crime, of the murder. The Megumi hasn't come to school. Hasn't come to school for days. You wouldn't check up with the family. You wouldn't call them. And maybe in this era, you wouldn't go visit them. That's fucking sus. He hasn't tried to catch up with, like, check up on Megumi's condition at all. And how would he know that she knew that Esuke died? She wasn't there during the school announcement that a student was killed. So how would she know? And how would he know that she didn't come to school because of that? And then he changed the story to she was sick that day. It's fucking strange. Freaking weirdo.
I had a good long chat with Fukuyama.
Oh, and how did it go?
Well, among other things, he mentioned Esuke's grades has slipped lately.
He wouldn't have to check on her. Yeah, if he kidnapped her. That's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe he kidnapped her. I can see that. What a fucking creep. And here's the other thing too. The killer. What we just mentioned about how the victims all cried before they died. Don't you think like it's possible like he kidnapped her and makes her sad by telling her that her friend died first before killing her, so that she would be sad or some shit?
Mentioned Esuke's grades slipped lately.
Is that so?
It even sounds like he might have had a hard time getting into a private high school he wanted. But he also said that Esuke himself didn't particularly troubled by it. Fukuyama was clearly talking about other students. He's only spoken with the teacher so far. And I think that's about it. Oh wait! There's one other thing about Esuke's friend. I'm talking about Megumi. Apparently the way she's been absent from school for a while. She hasn't been to school since the day Esuke died. But it's strange because the teachers and students learned about his death that morning.
So you're saying she was already absent that day but for other reasons?
That's right. I thought maybe someone could have told her about the situation in advance, but it doesn't seem particularly likely. Maybe she was actually sick.
I'll be shocked if he's innocent. Yeah, if he's innocent of literally anything, even if he's not the killer, if he's not a freaking freak arrest for kidnapping her or something, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if he's just a fucking dumbass. In no way. I am curious.
Yeah.
Ayumi, you should tell about your suspicions on Fukuyama.
Let's review what we learned today, zaddymomo.
Let's do it. Seems as though Esuke has been having a few problems involving getting into private school. His grades slipped to the point where he was at risk of not getting into a top school.
But he was supposedly unbothered by that. I don't know. In any case, I'm not sure how it relates to him being murdered.
Megumi and Esuke were close friends, but she stopped coming the day that his body was found. Why did she stop coming to the school that very day? She must have known in advance. I don't know. She must have known in advance.
I'm not sure that's right. She has been absent since the day the students and it's unlikely she'd known about it in advance. That's all the info I gathered today. There's still lots of unknowns. I'm sure we can work in together and solve the case.
You're right. Hmm? What's up? What's wrong with Ayumi? Looks like she's thinking about something.
Ayumi-chan?
Ayumi-chan?
Sorry, what is it?
Stop shooting down my theory. Yeah, what the fuck? It seems like you were spacing out for a second. Something on your mind?
Yes,
森本さんについてもう
there's
一つ
something about Megumi Morimoto I've been wondering.
What?
実は
It's been bugging me for a while, but whenever her name comes up when I'm talking to Fukuyama, he tightens up, gets anxious, and shits his pants.
I wonder if he's hiding something.
わか
I
んない
can't tell.
これまでも
I asked him directly a number of times, but his answers feel a bit evasive.
Only we could talk to Megumi in person.
うん
Yeah.
ところで
By the way, do you have any plans tomorrow?
I think I'm going back to the library. This time I want to do some research on urban legends.
わかったわ
Okay, sounds good.
私は
As for
そう
me,
佐々木
I
くん
guess
の
I might have to
森
wait
本
for
さんのことは
information from
先輩
about
からの
Esuki and
情報を
Megumi
待
from
った方がいい
Fukuyama.
もう少し考
But
え
I'll
てみ
think
る
about
ね
it some more.
よろしくね。
Good idea. You should ask Megumi's friends where she lives. Where her house is, you know? So that you can go and visit for yourself and ask the family yourself instead of relying on Fukuyama's information.
よし。図書館で都市伝説について
Okay,
書かれた
let's head to the library and see what we can learn about urban legends.
先生が調べていることだけど。
I know Mr. Utsuki is also looking into this angle. I'm hoping to learn more about the smiling man.
現代の
I saw a book called Modern Ghost Story Legends at a library. Maybe there's one about urban legends. Hope we can find a useful book.
おや何かを真剣に
お
考えている少年がいる
The boy detective seemed to be so much time. Hey, boy detective. Huh? Is that?
神
Oh my god, this is my other suspect.
どうしたんですかこんなとこ
We haven't seen him in a while. This is my other suspect, y'all. The detective. Detective Kamihara, what are you doing here? Dots. Huh? What's his problem?
ちょっと無
You're just ignoring me? So rude. Sorry, I was trying to figure out why you were here. Detective Kuzi has requested your presence. Really? Me? I'm afraid I'm gonna need you to come with me. Okay. Wow, didn't they feel like we were in a TV show? I played the hardball detective part perfectly. I guess, anyway. I think I could be an actor if this whole detective thing doesn't work out. I'm handsome.
自分で言うなよってな
Maybe I shouldn't say that about myself. Maybe you should shut the fuck up.
どうしたの
What's up with you, weird boy detective? You tired or something? No, nothing. I was just thinking how energetic you always are.
でしょ
Yeah, that's me. Come on, let's go. Detective will have lots of chance to talk to his victims without being sussed out. Yeah.
先輩が手ぐすねを引いて待ってるよ
He's just annoying and sus as he's a little sus. Fukuyama's clearly more sus, but this guy's a little sus too, in my opinion. Nice animation, damn, what the fuck. We gotta move. Detective Kuze is waiting for you.
その久世刑事は
What
どんな欲
made me sus of him is one of the things was just the game mechanics. The game put his age as question mark for a little bit. Now they put it as 24, but they put it as question mark for like a little bit. Which is freaking weird. And there was also, he keeps staring at us, and then he would change the subject when we call him out. It's also freaking weird. What does Detective Kuze want with me anyway? Well, he has Kami in his name, he must be full of himself.
先輩の要件
Running errands for Kuze. To be honest, she didn't even tell me what this is about. Oh, really? What was she in all a huff about anyway? I wonder what detective wants from me.
これと
Nothing worth mentioning. So, just to warn you, Kuze did not seem like she was in a particularly great mood. Huh? Does that sound familiar? Guess she's usually not in a great mood. Kamihara has a mole near one of his eyes. What a weird thing to point out. What's this fucking game? Everybody starts. What is it? Nothing. I just noticed the birthmark near your eye. It's not a birthmark. It's a tattoo. What? That's some bullshit. It's a tattoo representing me crying after all the times Kuze scolded me. What? I'm kidding! Anyway, how can you be focused on staring at my birthmark when you've been summoned by Kuze? Right. Are you big timing her by not giving a crap about being summoned, boy detective? Can we stare at your pants? I'm distracting him from driving. Shonen Tante. Detective Kuze couldn't have known I went to see her childhood home and her grandmother. You got a weird looking at your face. What'd you do? Sure, you know how to put on a poker face. Hold on, I'm gonna open my notebook. Why did they talk about his mole? That's freaking weird. Oh, but that's not part of our notes. If you really did something and she found out, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes, boy detective. I'm shaking thinking about it. Can it really be that bad? You're looking a little pale, boy detective. I'm not even gonna ask, but I bet you're nervous to have the mighty detective Kuze call you in like this. Yeah. I know that feeling you have right now. She can just be the tiniest bit harsh. Is harsh the right word? I mean strict. Good luck, hope you survive. I'm kidding, sheesh. She must know somehow. Picture this. Kami, go pick up zaddymomo, momo. You know what happens if you don't, right? What am I supposed to say to that? Other than, okay, I'm on it. I can imagine. So was my impression good? No. What? Anyway, good luck. I set you up and you nailed it, boy detective. What? It's so weird. What's happening? Anyway, my flawless impression aside, finally, I have to say Detective Kuze is at least as hard on herself as she is on everyone else. But it's also part of why she's a good detective. Take it from me, she's 10 times harder on me than she is on anyone else except herself. Detective Kamihara. I guess you know Detective Kuze pretty well since you're partners. Sure, I know her well. I know exactly what she's gonna get mad at me before it happens. Oh. Probably because I'm completely useless, so it's like her job to give me a hard time. Completely useless? Your words? There was this one thing she really pissed off about. I mean, that was life or death, so... Life or death? What happened? It's nothing, I'm just mumbling to myself. Just talking to myself. I do seem to remember hearing something kind of mistake he made. What was it? Oh yeah, Inspector Kamada told me. He said Detective Kuze directly asked him to ban Kamihara from carrying a gun. It's gotta be scary to have a partner with terrible marksmanship. What are you laughing at, bitch? At a man who just called himself completely useless. No, not really, you dumb bitch. What, you laughing at my funny face? Why are they flirting in the car? It's just... Now you're making me laugh! He's such a fucking weirdo, boy. God, Zaddymomo's so gay. So, Detective Kuze ordered you to pick me up today. She's always tough on herself and everyone else. Yeah, as soon as I set foot in the station, she ordered me to come get you. I didn't even get to eat breakfast. I was hoping for coffee and a pastry. Oh god, he's hungry. Oh. Watch I tell you that. It's so embarrassing. It's not funny, boy detective. There goes my stomach growling again. Perfect timing. Thanks, stomach. Still no breakfast in my future. Oh, I left my coffee, milk in for my coffee back in the desk. He's hungry for blood. I can't believe she made me do this when I'm starving and hadn't had breakfast. What if Kuze could hear you say that? Wow, what do you think she wiretapped? Do you think she wiretapped the car? Don't tell her, please, boy detective. He's hilarious. Why are they flirting? God, I'm hungry. He's going on and on. How far is the damn station? Listen, I know I complained about Kuze a bit, but she's got a gentle side somewhere. Is that so? Under the extremely harsh exterior? Yeah. I'm not surprised most people think Detective Kuze is severe. Kuze's not the one who cares about her rep. She didn't ask me to say anything, this is just how I feel. You got plans somewhere else, boy? I was headed to the library for research. Nuh-uh, sorry. I'd love to let you out there, but I don't think Kuze would like it based on the look on her face. The library's pretty far. How were you planning to get there? I was just gonna walk, but... Walk? Damn, the boy detective loves walking. Why did you call a cab? Surely your boss would pay for it, right? I mean, cabs are expensive. Calling one costs money, let alone go anywhere. Imagine having a cell phone but being too stingy to pay the bill. I thought the office would cover it, but whatever. Forgot the phone bill, just call cabs. Oops. Well, I guess I might as well save. Speaking of calling, last time I wanted to call a cab, my cell phone battery was dead. But the cab came anyway. Why did that cab? You should ask him if he called the cab. I almost forgot. What is it? Why'd you almost forget? I have to thank you, Detective Kamihara, for calling that cab for me the other day. He didn't. Calling that cab for you? He didn't call that cab for us, y'all. Dun dun dun. That cab just knew you were there. Was it not him? I remember when I ran into you at the bus stop near the crime scene. I bet we were surprised. That's it. That was really helpful. Here's another surprise. I didn't call the cab. Detective Kuze did. Oh. Detective Kuze? See, I told you she has a soft spot. How about that? You were right, Dice. What's that? Dice is your hero? Just kidding. Definitely not what I said. I have to thank Detective Kuze later. Oh. Detective Kuze is tough, but she can be kind. She's actually a dork. She's literally clumsy. Really? She's a complicated person like anyone else. Despite my complaints, I am happy to have her as a partner. I'm actually blessed to be working with Kuze from the bottom of my heart. Oh, by the way, do you like riddles, boy detective? I like them a lot actually. Great! Then get ready for the senpai quiz. Huh? Detective Kuze, my senpai, arranged a cab for the boy detective. But when did she make the arrangements? After I left the bus stop? Or B, while we were talking at the bus stop? Clock's still running. This is a tough one. While we were still talking. Ding ding, well done! How observant are you, boy detective? I actually missed it because my back was turned. Yeah, I saw her on the phone. I saw her talking on the phone. She picked up the phone. I do remember she seemed to be making a call from the car. That's all for now. Senpai quiz complete. Sorry, I only had one question for the senpai quiz. The more I hear about the two of them, the more it sounds like Kuze and Kamihara are polar opposites. I wonder what they talk about when they're alone. He shared a lot with me. Maybe he's trying to put me at ease? Nah. Try look at the surrounding of the car. What if there's blood here or something? What are you looking for? What? Maybe you have some evidence in your car, man. So what kind of stuff do you and Kuze talk about when you're like on a stakeout? You really want to know? What? Yeah, of course. I was just making conversation. Yeah, prove it. How badly do you want to know? Huh? Now you're acting like I really want to know. Alright, I suppose I have no choice but to spill my guts to the boy detective. So, what we actually talk about is... none of your freaking business, bitch. What the hell? Come on, boy detective, surely you know you gotta butter someone up to extract their secrets. This is some odd detective work, but I guess I need to butter him up. What if I kiss him or something? Now that I look closely, Detective Kamihara does have a handsome face. Is it rude that I've just been staring at him? What's up? I feel like you're staring at me pretty hard, boy detective. Sorry, it's nothing. You sure you don't want to join my fan club? And joining them, calling out my name? Yeah. Calling out his name like a fan? Oh. What the fuck? Oh, I thought I'd get a better reaction than that. You're messing with me, boy detective. I'll take it. I'm handsome. Is that really that easy? Well, since you're so nice, I shall bestow my infinite wisdom upon you. Keep it in your pants. Detective Kuze and I usually stick to talk about ongoing cases and investigations, but hey, we do chit chat every now and then. I'm trying to imagine a casual conversation with Detective Kuze. Yeah, right? You wondering what Kuze and I talk about when we shoot debris? I don't know. It's usually don't be late again, or you drink too much, or don't bring your gun, Kami. That sort of stuff. Would we call that chatting or scolding? You know, he's starting to remind me of Heikichi. Don't tell me he's Detective Kamihara's grandfather or something. It's kinda fun, so whatever. I guess Detective Kuze's small talk isn't that small, it's pretty serious. But you can always leave it to me, Dice. Dice to listen to the root of any conversation. How'd you do that? It's easy. You'll be like, that place has great coffee. Or, this is the candy I love as a kid, and so on. I have a hard time believing these are topics that would lighten up Detective Kuze. Most handsome detective on the force, huh? But is it true? Am I that handsome? He's loving this. So, Detective Kuze likes the small talk? Oh sure, and she loves snacks. Not just talking about them, but eating them. She's even been like, well, it's so good, why don't you go buttering some right now? So, of course I gotta do it right, wouldn't you? Huh. She's got him wrapped around her finger. I bet he welcomes a break from her intensity. He's weirdly charming, isn't he? Calling out his name like a fan. Oh, this is so cool. The other day, I bought some candy and there was a prize inside. Detective Kuze was there, so you know I'm not gonna make it up. And I was like, can I get another? He's like a child. I know what you're thinking. I was happy to get a prize like a child. And I'm happy to get one now. I'm pretty sure Kuze was obsessed with the same sweets when she was a little girl. It's nice to hear she's got more human side to her. Also, if they're both talking about their childhoods, I wonder what kind of things they discussed from when they were little. Maybe he even heard something about Makoto. Kamihara, do you know anything about Kuze's brother? He's been missing for 18 years. What? Oh. Dots. Detective? Dots. That question seems to have shaken her up. Actually, you know what? One time, Kuze and I talked about what we want to be when we grew up, like when we were little kids. Of course, she turned out to be an absolutely lethal detective. I'm kidding, but her answer was surprising. She wanted to be a florist. Cute, right? Oh. What about you, boy detective? He changed the subject. Did you always want to be a boy detective? I've always been into cars, really. With a wheel that drives fast, I wanted to be a driver. That's why I have licenses for literally everything now. You know, cars, commercial trucks, motorcycles. I even have a marine license. What the fuck? I see. Motorcycle license. We saw there was a motorbike at the crime scene. Like near the crime scene on the night of the crime, like an hour after the crime happened. Yeah, I'm telling you, he's sus too. Damn! We didn't get to ask if he had a motorcycle. Okay. Okay. Well, here we are. Detective Kuze is waiting in the room at the end of the hallway. Great, thank you. Don't worry, she doesn't bite. Usually. Good luck. See ya. Bye. He left before I could ask her follow-up questions about motorcycles. I didn't get an answer about Makoto. But that look he gave, it tells me something. I guess I also failed to ask about the Esuke case, even though we spent all that time together. But he said before he couldn't talk about the investigation, so it makes sense. He probably wouldn't have told me much anyway. Well, let's go see Detective Kuze. Pardon me. Come in. Why does she look like that? Yeah. Hello, Detective Kuze. Sorry to call you out of the blue. She seems more tense than ever. No, it's okay. Oh man. I know today was very short, but I'm gonna have to end the stream now. I can't really stream that much these next few days because baby is here. But we did make some progress. Let me save again. I think this is a good place before we get all the information from Kuze, from the detective. But yeah, I hope y'all will just have a good week. I don't know if the next stream might be in a few days where we continue this properly. But I'll see y'all then. Before now, goodbye. And a peace. Wow, happy day.